Good morning, guys, or afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. Hello, how are you?
Hello, Mr. Finnegan. How are you?
Alright, so today I'm going to be sharing Finnegan's experience in my grooming shop. He's a mixed breed, a rescue dog. So he deals with some anxiety and some camera shyness. He's what I would call an anxious biter, a fear biter, but he also has some pain in his arms and legs, so there are special ways to hold him and groom him so that limits the pain. We're going to start out in the back, and then we will work our way to drying and to the grooming. Also, with a dog like this, I'm going to take a little bit more time before I start anything and just kind of get a moment where we're connected and on the same page, same level. Obviously he knows why he's here, he knows he's getting groomed, but he's still anxious. So I just feel that it's a very important thing to take a second and just kind of put my hands on him and pet him. Another important thing is that I don't really make direct eye contact with him. I might look to the side or turn my head a little bit when I am doing this petting, because making eye contact with him will definitely make him uncomfortable. Both of my tubs are made by Shoreline, and one of my most favorite things about Shoreline tubs is that you can raise the bottom. So helpful on small dogs. So the most important thing for me when I'm bathing a dog that is afraid, or I'm afraid it's going to try to bite me, if it's a small dog, I like to raise the bottom of the tub so that they are more at eye level, because when I'm coming down over them, that is very intimidating to them. So that just adds into that anxiety that we're trying to get rid of. Keeping in mind that this is a biter, so now he's closer to my face. But that's on me to read his body language and listen to what he's telling me, so that we don't get to that point. You always are looking for ways to de-escalate the situation. So if he's starting to get ramped up, what am I going to do to de-escalate what's happening? Because I don't want to do anything that's going to escalate that anxiety and make it worse, because then I might not even be able to finish grooming him. So because he's going to be so worked up. So I'm constantly being vigilant, looking at his body language, listening and adjusting what I need to adjust in order to meet him where he's at. Okay, so you see that he's licking his lips right now? That is my first indication that he's not real comfortable with the situation. So I'm just going to make sure to keep my movements nice and slow and gentle and deliberate. When he's licking his lips, that tells me that he's not real comfortable with what's happening, and he's just doing his best to appease me in the situation, which I appreciate very much. But once that licking starts, I'm going to keep an eye out for the next cue, the next doggy language, if you want to say. If the licking lip starts, and then the little lip starts curling and he starts showing me one of the teeth, or some of his teeth, then I'm going to just kind of back off a little bit and take a little bit of a breather, and then I'm going to start back up until I can get the job done. So I don't look at what I'm doing as giving in to the bad behavior. I look at what I'm doing as communicating with the dog and listening to their heart, their feelings, where they're at, and working with that. So I'm still going to get the job done because that's what I'm getting paid for, but I'm going to do it in a way that is nice to the dog. I'm going to do it in a way to where the dog is heard and I meet them where they're at. And he's still licking his lips, so he's really not comfortable with this at all. But unfortunately, it's part of what has to happen, what has to be done. So as long as he doesn't escalate any further than that, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing, but in a very slow and deliberate pace. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Good.
boy. Good boy.
So if you notice, he stopped licking his lips. So that's good. That means that he's been able to calm himself down because I am staying calm and I'm listening to him and hearing him tell me that he was uncomfortable. So I just made sure to continuously stay slow and deliberate and make sure that everything I was doing is something that he can handle. Good boy. You're all right. Good job. And I'm constantly giving him affirmation that he is okay and that he's doing a good job and being a good boy. And he needs to know that he's doing the right thing too. He needs to know that he's doing a good job. But he's licking his lips again because I turned the water up and that makes him a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm just paying attention to that. I'm going to keep the water at the same level. I'm just going to go a little bit slower over his body. Good boy. It's okay, buddy. You're all right. Good job. Good boy. Good boy. You're so good. So as soon as I started talking to him, as he was licking his lips and showing me he's trying to appease me, that's him trying to work with me, right? So I'm going to give him a lot of good boys and a lot of positive reinforcement. And then as I noticed, I don't know if you did, but as soon as I started doing that, he stopped licking his lips. He needed to hear that. He needed to hear that he was doing okay. All right? Just like we do. Like if I'm trying to change a behavior of mine, it really helps if I'm hearing that I'm doing okay and I'm doing the right thing, because that helps me to move through it and get to the other side of whatever it is I'm struggling with. Okay, so I turned the water up. He's starting to lick his lips again.
Oh my goodness gracious, you're such a good boy. Good job. Good job.
See how he stopped licking? All right, so as I told you earlier, Finnegan does not like the brush in certain areas. He's already starting to lick his lips because he knows what's coming. One of those areas is his tail. I don't know why he acts like this on his tail. I just know that he does. He does not like his tail brushed. So I'm using a soft slicker brush to brush the tail. I put some conditioner in there, some spray on conditioner. He has no mats or no tangles right now, so there's no reason for him to be afraid of his tail getting brushed. So I'm just going to keep putting him back in place. I'm staying as calm as he is anxious. And I need to do that for him. I need to stay calm. And I need to move slowly, buddy. You're all right. Good boy. So I'm just going to take deep breaths so that I can keep myself centered and calm, because I can feel my anxiety starting to raise. And it's not because I'm upset with him. I'm reacting to his anxiety. So we feed off each other, right? The more anxious I am, the more anxious he's going to be, and it's a vicious cycle. So it's up to me to break that cycle. So I need to stay calm and centered, and hopefully someday, it's not going to happen today, but someday he'll be able to stay calm and match my calmness instead of feeling scared and unsafe. I know, it's okay. There's absolutely nothing in his tail that has anything that's hurting him. So he just absolutely does not tolerate getting his tail brushed. And I'm assuming it's due to some trauma in the past. Like, I don't know what the trauma is. It's possible that it doesn't even have to do anything with a groomer. It could be that, his tail got bit by another dog, and he's very protective of his tail. So I'm just trying to get the relationship between him and I on a level to where he knows I'm not going to bite his tail. Okay? I'm going to work with things that make him uncomfortable, but only for a little bit. Like, I'm not going to spend more than a few minutes brushing his tail because that's too much for him to handle. So after I'm done drying a dog like this, so I've bathed and dried. Now it's break time. I need a break, he needs a break. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to take him off my table. I'm just going to unhook him and unhook his grooming loop, and I'm just going to let him lay down for a little bit, take a little break, and just kind of pet him. Good boy. So he's wagging his tail, he's looking at me, he's not looking away from me, he's not licking his lips. So we're just taking a second to get reset. Just a little quiet time break. Again, I'm not going to make any eye contact with him. I don't want to intimidate him or make him afraid. I'm just going to let him come to me and give me kisses. Because again, he's trying to let me know that he's trying to appease me. It's uncomfortable for him to be here, but he's doing his best to try and do what I'm asking him to do. I want to take that second and let him do that. And let him know that, give him a chance to tell me that, what he's doing, that he's trying. And I'm not going to let that go unnoticed because I want him to know that I know that he's trying his best. That way we stay on the same page and we both keep trying. So I know that Finn does not like his front legs brushed. And part of it is because I think he has a little bit of maybe arthritis or something in his shoulder. And part of it is also because he, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, he does not handle getting his front legs brushed very well. He's got a little bit of turnout on his joints down here, so I think that also can be painful for a dog if you're holding them in a certain direction. You want to make sure to hold them in the direction that their foot actually goes and not against that, because that's just going to cause you more problems because they're not going to like that at all. So I'm going to start brushing, and we're going to talk about his body language. So the second I picked up his leg and started brushing, he starts licking his lips, right? That's telling me he's uncomfortable, doesn't like what I'm doing, but he's doing his best to try and appease me. So I'm just going to keep brushing slowly. Okay, so now he's adding the little lip quiver. The next thing he's going to do is show me his teeth. Because, again, he does not like getting his front legs brushed, but we need to work through that. So I'm maintaining my calmness, my mental awareness. I'm letting him know I hear him because I'm taking a break for just a second. But I'm going to pick his leg back up and I'm going to start doing it again. So he has stopped licking his lips, which is good. Good boy. And because he did well that time, I'm just going to stop before he even starts showing me bad behavior and tell him he's a good boy. Good boy, buddy. All right, so we're going to move on to the other front leg. So just because we just had some progress on that leg doesn't mean that's going to translate over to this leg. So we have to start again nice and slow. He's starting to do his lip quiver. It's okay, buddy. And there's his teeth. So, tongue and teeth. That's telling me he's very unhappy. And that's what you're going to see on him what he's going to show me before he actually goes for a bite. Some dogs don't do that. Some dogs just go straight for the bite. So at least he's giving me the courtesy to show me, hey man, I don't like what's going on at all, and I need you to hear me on that. So I'm going to listen. I'm going to just put his leg down and give him a little break and a little pet. But it's also, again, it's my job to get him groomed. So I need to work him through this, right? So I'm going to pick up his leg again, start brushing. He's going to that lip quiver already. It's okay, buddy. Now he's going for the bite. He does not like it at all, okay? So I'm going to change what I'm doing and hold his leg in a different way. And he still wants to try to bite me. Okay. Again, like I said, just because we had progress on the left leg doesn't mean that's going to happen on the right leg. This is a different leg. He's got a different issue with this leg, apparently, where he is very, very protective. Very protective. It's okay. You're all right, buddy. Thank God for the groomer's helper. It's okay, good job. Good boy. Good boy. It's okay. Good boy. You're all right. You're okay. Good job. It's okay. He's still not happy. But I can't make him happy on this. So we're not going to make a lot of progress on this leg today. I just need to make sure that I have it brushed out enough to where I can use the clippers on it, which I think I do. Back here. And honestly, because he's getting this upset on his leg, I'm not even going to mess with his tail right now. I'm going to save that for the very, very last thing that I do, because it's just too much stimulation, it's too much anger, it's too much fear. So I need to back off and give him his space. But I'm still going to get his tail brushed out. It's just going to have to be later. It's going to have to be at the end and not right now. So I'm going to go back to working on the parts of his body that I know he's okay with, and that he's not going to try to kill me. He's not going to get too upset about. And again, I'm lightly using this instrument. I'm moving slow and deliberate. The bone structure in this leg is kind of out like this, right? So if somebody tries to hold his leg in a way that doesn't work with that bone structure, it's going to probably be painful or uncomfortable. So that's something I need to pay attention to when I'm picking up his leg. So when I was doing his left side, all of the positions on that side of him are difficult for him. They hurt, or he's uncomfortable, or thinks he's going to get hurt. So how I do the left leg is I'm going to put my arm under his body so that I'm giving him support. And then I'm going to pick up that leg. Make sure the tail is out of your way. So I'm going to pick up that leg and bring it through underneath and do his nails like this. He's not thrashing, he's not trying to bite me, he's not screaming at me. So this is how we're going to do it. I'm getting the job done, but I'm doing it in a way where I'm meeting him where he's at. So the most important thing for me to keep in mind when I'm grooming Finn or a dog like Finn
is that I need to be able to keep showing up for them in a way that is going to help them build trust with me. I can very easily, put a muzzle on him and force him through things to get the job done. But I don't want a dog to be able to be groomed because they're afraid of me. I want a dog to learn how to be groomed because they trust me. The bond and the relationship that you have with a dog is very important. So the relationship you build with a dog can be either one of fear or trust, and I choose trust. Right? Yeah, that's what we're working on, buddy. We're working on it. It takes longer, it takes more time, it takes a heck of a lot more patience. But in the end, it's worth it. And Finn might not ever get to a point where he doesn't try to bite me on his front legs or on his tail. The trauma might be too deep. I might not be able to get to work through that. But I'm still going to keep doing whatever I can do to try and build that bond and try and build that trust. Because I'm certainly not going to do it, the other way. Well, it's a nightmare for both of us. So progress with a dog like Finn is slow going. And I'm okay with that. I have the time to give him to allow that. But I'll tell you what, if I would have done the opposite of what I did today and I would have forced him through things, I guarantee you he'd be trying to bite me right now. I guarantee it. I have absolutely no doubt at all. And instead I have a dog that's falling asleep on my table, and he is not medicated. Not at all. All right. Oh, look at that cute face. You're so cute. What's going on over there? Oh, thank you so much for the kisses. All right, so Finn and I have made it through another groom. We both progressed just a little bit more. So that's good news. We still have a lot of work to do, don't we, buddy? But we will continue to do it and believe and have hope that someday we can get through a groom without him showing his teeth. Yep. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And keep grooming, y'all.